Welcome to a TV talk. So Hacks season 4 finished last week, and I didn't get a chance to talk about it yet, and I want to talk about the season because when I did my last video on it, it had just kind of begun. And if you haven't watched Hacks, it's on HBO. I really recommend watching it because I think it's such a funny show, but has so much heart and things like that. We have a comedian who is this legendary comedian and her writer. In this season, she has her late night show, and we go through a lot of ups and downs with the two of them. Deborah and Ava are the characters' names, and they kind of have hostility. They come back together to kind of later in the season, and then they're doing better, and the show gets #1, and it's all this great stuff. And then it all kind of starts to crash and burn when the studio exec basically starts putting his foot in some more of the stuff and saying like, "Oh, let's get this artist on," even though he has these allegations against him, and they don't want to like put him on the show. But like Deborah kind of says, "Okay, we'll do it," and then Ava starts kind of going around town or says to someone she thinks in confidence about this, and then it goes into a whole story and this whole thing. And episode 9, so the penultimate episode before we have the finale, is this kind of like crash moment where Deborah's told she needs to fire Ava from the studio head, tells her this, and it's like they have just made up like a couple episodes before. And Deborah's in this place of like kind of maybe being power hungry potentially. Like the episode's actually called A Slippery Slope. And my first when I saw the episode title, I was like, ooh, like I wonder if like it's because if she's getting maybe too big headed, like is she gonna say like, oh, I'm gonna ask Ava and actually do this, even though it's kind of like you lose your late night show, your dream, or you have to let go of your writer, like your close confidant, a friend, all these kind of things. And you're seeing it unfold. She kind of tricks Ava to have her like go to the Oscars. It's Oscars night, and have her go like do this like red carpet coverage, and no one's actually there to kind of get her off the studio lot. And you're like, oh my gosh, she's really about to fire Ava, but she's gonna like fire her in like the worst way. And it actually turns on its head, and she does this whole like monologue on camera, live. It's a live showing, and basically says like, "F you, boss. F you, like this network. This is a slippery slope essentially." And it's just gonna keep going and going. So I quit. And then we find out at the end of the episode, or she's reminded of at least, oh, you have a non-compete, so we own you for like 18 months or something like that. And the finale is like they go to Singapore. It's the two of them. She's doing some shows, yada yada, and it ends on like her basically saying, "I'm gonna fight back," because some like obituary gets leaked of her on TMZ, and they say like the retired actor. She's like, retired, the R word. It's absolutely funny, ridiculous, and hilarious. So seemingly they're gonna be going back to Los Angeles or even Las Vegas. We'll see. But that was season 4 of Hacks. A really good season. Like I said, a lot of up and downs. Ava and Deborah coming apart, but also coming back together and actually sticking by each other. Very, very good. Watch Hacks if you haven't.